Well, thank you all for joining us today for the special achievement. This project achieves many goals in Berkeley Township, which include the final capping of a long-closed landfill, provides green energy to our residents at a discounted rate, and improving the environment by reducing the carbon footprint. I would like to thank New Jersey's Board of Public Utilities, New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection, the Pinelands Commission, and Eagle Solar 1 and 2 for the opportunity to move forward with this clean energy project. Special thanks to Berkeley Township's previous mayor, my predecessor and friend, Senator Carmen F. Amato, for his vision for this property and the results of his vision. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the honor and privilege to introduce the governor of the state of New Jersey, and I welcome him to the garden spot of the Garden State, Berkeley Township. Please welcome Governor Phil Murphy.
People always say to me, can I take a picture with you? And my response usually, John knows this because he's an elected official, if you're in this line of business, it's when they don't ask you for the picture that you'd be concerned. Always got to keep that in mind. John, thank you. I mentioned to you, it's our first chance to do an event together since you've become mayor. Succeeding, we'll come back to Carmen in a moment. So thank you and members of council for hosting us so graciously. Good morning. You talk about a day the Lord made, huh? To talk about solar power on a day like today is a gift. It is an incredible pleasure to be here. Carmen knows this because I've said it to her many times. I spent a lot of time in the warm summer months between Memorial Day and Labor Day in and around Berkeley Township, and I always love coming through town, and I'm thrilled to be back and looking forward to spending a lot of time here this summer. So we have a few exciting announcements to share today on how New Jersey is continuing to lead the nation in combating climate change and at the same time pioneering a new strategy for building a clean energy economy that will create generations of good-paying union jobs. I was thinking about this last night. Today is an announcement that's got a little bit of something for everyone. It's got, if you care about the climate as I do and so many of us do, today's a good day. If you care about our communities, which we all do, not just this one, but certainly this one, but many others, this is a good day. If you care about union jobs, and we'll hear from Rob, this is a huge day. And lastly, if you think New Jersey deserves to get more federal dollars than it gets, today is a huge day. And the news we're making this morning begins right here in Bayville with one of the largest, I need not tell you, one of the largest community solar projects in our entire state, Eagle Solar 1 and 2, which obviously is sitting right here. Once completed, these two solar energy systems will provide enough energy to power 1,600 homes right here in Berkeley Township, as well as homes in Toms River. And crucially, this project marks a major milestone in meeting one of the most ambitious clean energy goals in the entire country, running New Jersey on 100% clean energy by the year 2035. I want to thank all the tremendous leaders here with us today, and I might add, importantly, on both sides of the aisle, who have helped put our state back on track to reach this goal and who have supported this particular solar project since the very beginning. We're joined by the aforementioned state senator, former mayor, Carmen Amato. Carmen, thank you for your leadership at every step of the way on this. Chief Commercial Officer for CS Energy, Eric Millard. Eric, is that you? I didn't recognize you without the shades. The picture I had of you had no... There you go, that's you. I'm thinking, which one's Eric? I think it's him. IBEW, local 400 business manager and dear friend Rob Shimka. Rob, great to have you, buddy. The director of the New Jersey chapter of the Sierra Club, Anjali Ramos, and many other champions for clean energy and sustainability. I also want to give a shout out, and she probably should be speaking today, which is my fault, to the president of the Board of Public Utilities, Christine Gould-Sadovi. Shamelessly fishing for applause for Christine, along with her wonderful colleagues, including Deputy Chief of Staff Henry Gaida and the members of their solar team who have played such a vital role in getting this project off the ground. Well done to you and your colleagues, Christine. Other elected officials, other elected officials, I want to acknowledge as a group, but especially Greg Meyer and Brian Rumpf. And I think it's quite notable that the entirety of the LD9 team in the legislature are former mayors, which I think is gives you a particular richness for what you bring to the table in Trenton. So to everyone here, thank you for being with us and for everything you've done to get us to today and for hosting us so graciously. So as this is Earth Week, I think it's only fitting that we have gathered here this morning to celebrate this new solar installation. Because right now we're standing at a site that was once, as you all know better than I, a landfill, a location that in many ways reflects the carelessness with which previous generations have treated our planet. But today we are here at this very same location to mark a project that will preserve our precious planet and enable us to be responsible stewards of our environment and as well for our neighbors living in this community and in surrounding communities. And that is a reminder that Earth Week is not just a time for reflection or contemplation, it is a time for action. It is a time to take bold steps in caring for our environment and for advocating for our neighbors who have endured generations of environmental injustice. And at a time when global temperatures are rising at an unsustainable and unprecedented pace, we need to work even faster and even harder. And in that spirit today, I'm thrilled to announce that this year, with the help of solar projects just like this one, New Jersey, for the first time ever, will exceed 5 gigawatts or 5,000 megawatts of installed solar capacity. That is a big deal. To put that in perspective, that is enough energy to power more than 750,000 homes throughout all of New Jersey. And just last week, the Board of Public Utilities, under Christine's leadership, awarded more than 310 megawatts of grid-scale solar as part of the Competitive Solar Incentive Program, a title of which rolls right off the tongue. This is the, could we just call it like sun, maybe? Okay. Just note to the marketing colleagues here. This is the single largest solar solicitation in our state's history, and it will eventually serve more than another 40,000 households every year. That is all to say that here in the Garden State, we are retaining our proud title as one of the largest producers of solar energy, certainly in the Northeast, and I think even more so in the country. And that is one of the many reasons why our nation's leaders at the federal level are placing their trust in New Jersey to help write the blueprint for building out America's clean energy future. And to that point, I alluded to this a minute ago, just earlier this week, the Biden administration, and I want to thank the president and his team, announced that it is investing more than $150 million in federal funds to support new solar projects in New Jersey, with a particular focus on low and middle income communities. This investment represents the second largest amount of funding that any state received under President Biden's Solar for All program, even though, as you all know, we are the fourth smallest, geographically speaking, state in America. And this historic investment on the part of the Biden administration is a testament to the fact that our administration has been working collaboratively and comprehensively to pursue our energy goals. And in the process, we are empowering our communities and creating new opportunities for our workers, like those here today representing the IBEW's Local 400. And all of this is not just words. Look no further than the solar panels sitting right behind me, right here in Bayville. These two new solar energy systems were built as part of New Jersey's Community Solar Program, which is designed to expand access to clean energy sources affordably, equitably, and inclusively. In fact, thanks to this program, residents living right here in Berkeley Township, as well as in Toms River, will be able to directly power their homes with these solar panels. And that means that these residents will also be able to lower the cost of their monthly energy bills by drawing from a local, sustainable source right in their backyard. That is a win-win-win for our state's families. And that is exactly why we are working with the Board of Public Utilities to expand our state's community solar program even further. We want to ensure that every family, no matter what their income status or zip code, can enjoy the cost savings benefits of solar power and at the same time do their part to combat climate change. We're also working with the BPU to launch very soon, we hope, a pilot for a new program, the Dual Use Solar Program. It will support the construction of new solar energy systems on agricultural and horticultural sites throughout New Jersey. In other words, with this program, our state's farmers and growers will be able to generate 100% clean energy electricity while at the same time continuing to maintain our proud reputation as the garden state. So altogether, from the industry level down to the household level, we're taking historic strides together to expand New Jersey's leadership in solar energy as well as clean energy more broadly. And as we continue to build out our state's capacity to generate clean energy, we're also ensuring that our grid can sustain the increased flow of electricity. All this is well and good. If we don't strengthen the grid, we're going to be caught. We're going to be stuck. So this is an equally important imperative. So, for instance, our budget proposal for the next fiscal year will include an investment of more than $40 million into modernizing New Jersey's energy grid. And that is an investment we plan to double through federal match funding. And moreover, in the process of modernizing our grid, we are going to create thousands of good-paying jobs for our electricians, engineers, construction workers, and other trades. And together they will build the literal foundation of New Jersey's sustainable future. And though solar energy is key to making this future a reality, let me note it is one piece of a larger puzzle. Beyond solar power, our state is also leading the nation, and indeed in some cases the world, when it comes to other sources of clean energy. From nuclear power, by the way, we have, as we speak in South Jersey, the largest remaining campus of nuclear power assets in the entire country, as well as to offshore wind. In short, we're building a more robust and reliable framework to meet our state's energy needs in the decades to come. Because instead of relying on fuel sources that powered the industrial age, we're building out new sustainable sources from whole cloth, sources that will help make our communities healthier and cleaner, sources that will create new opportunities for our workers and for our families, and breathe new hope into our neighborhoods, like right here. So this Earth Week, I hope we all take great pride in the fact that leaders across the nation are following New Jersey's footsteps when it comes to pioneering the transition to clean energy. Indeed, I will quote one CEO of an energy infrastructure all the way down in Arkansas, Ed Tinsley, of the company Bernard. He recently declared that he loves New Jersey because our state is, quote, and I quote Ed, changing the game when it comes to clean energy infrastructure. In fact, it is thanks to our nation-leading clean energy policies that Ed's company is now partnering with Hackensack Meridian Health to install 50,000 solar panels on nearly 20 hospitals throughout New Jersey. So today I give you my word, here in New Jersey we are going to keep changing the game. And we're going to work relentlessly to uphold our responsibility to our children, to our working families, to our planet, and to our shared future. So once again, thank you all so much for your leadership. With that, it is now my pleasure and honor to turn the podium over to my friend, Senator Carmen Amato.
Thank you, Governor. Thank you, Governor, for your warm introduction. I want to thank my good friend, Mayor John Bacchione, for that introduction as well, who was the council president and the members of the council that are here when we came up with this idea to cap a 50-year landfill. That's been local administrations kicking the can down the road, that it was a problem for us to deal with. And we had this idea of, with this public-private partnership, to not only cap it, but to put clean, renewable energies. I want to thank everybody briefly who was involved with this project. I want to thank our township planner, Jim Morris, who's here tonight. I want to thank our town administrator, John Camera, who was involved. I want to thank the 9th District delegation. I want to thank Greg Meyer and, of course, Brian Rumpf, who was in at the time helping us manipulate or work through the system. And, of course, Governor, thank you for your help with your office, because when you're doing a project of this magnitude, capping a landfill that's in the middle of the Pinelands, you had the Pinelands Commission to deal with, the Department of Environmental Protection, and with your leadership and your help through your office facilitating to get all these agencies together, all on the same page, so we're able to do this. I appreciate everyone's support. So on behalf of the residents that are going to benefit by this, and I will be one of them, signing up to benefit from this clean, renewable energy, it's just a wonderful situation, a win-win situation. And I want to thank you, Governor, again for your introduction. I want to thank all the town officials, the DEP, the Pinelands Commission, and lastly, I want to thank our good friends with organized labor. Our local Teamsters, 97, Joint Council 73, did the initial prep work of the site. Operating Engineers 825 came out with the heavy equipment. Our laborers of Local 172 came in and did some work. And, of course, it was finished with our good friends from IBEW 400. So everybody that was affiliated with this job was all good, skilled, organized labor. So thank you all very much for the opportunity, Governor. Thank you very much.
So well said, Carmen, and so well led by you from moment one. I mentioned him earlier. I'm inclined, Eric, to give you the nickname Hollywood because the look is so. But please help me welcome the Chief Commercial Officer of CS Energy, Eric Millard.
Well done. Thank you, Governor Murphy. Very happy to be here with everybody here. Thanks for coming. We're really, really happy to be here with such distinguished guests. When I came here, I was reminded of the groundbreaking ceremony that we did here about a year ago. And for those of you who weren't there, you honestly didn't miss much because there was nothing here. It was just a dump, an old town dump. And it was me talking about how we were going to transform it. And here we are about a year later with 40 acres of new solar panels on top of this landfill. And so I couldn't be happier to be here. I want to talk for a few minutes about the unique nature of this project and some of the public benefits that accrue as a result of it. This is really the first time that under one single project, a landfill has been fully remediated, closed, and capped, and then topped with solar. So it's the first time this has ever been done in New Jersey, and to my knowledge, kind of anywhere from our experience in the industry. So it's a big deal. And the public benefits that accrue as a result of this are huge. So, I mean, first, we have a capped landfill. Berkeley Township, as Mayor Bacchione and Senator Amato had said, have been trying to close this landfill for decades. It's expensive. It takes a long time to do it. And then we were able to, through this public-private partnership, leverage the community solar funds and incentives to be able to make it happen. I think that's really an important point. Normally in a community solar project, a huge amount of that incentive goes to pay a rooftop owner, like a building owner, a lease payment. And in this instance, the town wasn't really interested in a lease. They wanted to get the landfill closed. So we were able to take that money that would have gone to pay for the lease payments, capitalize it, and then use it to fund the construction and the capping of this landfill. So it's a big deal, a lot of creativity, a lot of hard work to get it done. So the huge public benefits associated with that aspect of this project. The second one is just community solar. I mean, this has been mentioned a couple of times. 1,600 local families are going to benefit from this with this kind of electricity. It's going to be the families that need it the most, low and middle income families. And we've done some math, and there's going to be $7 million of discounted electricity that's going to go to these families over the lifetime of this project. So it's real dollars that people are going to see in their pockets, which we're really proud of. And then the last thing, this has been repeated a few times, but all of this project was done by 100% union construction workers, which is a big deal for us. We have a long history of partnering with organized labor here in the state. IBEW laborers and operating engineers all worked hard to get this project done. They get the job done safely. they get it done on time, they get it done cost effectively and with high quality. And these men and women are working really hard, and they deserve to be paid well for their job. So we're really happy to be able to have done that. I would say the last thing that is really important to us at CS Energy as a developer and builder of these types of projects is that we sort of figured out the playbook to do this type of project over and over and over again. Like, we know how to do it. It took a long time. We've been at this for almost 4 years, and here we are. We have the playbook. And I would say, fortunately or unfortunately, New Jersey has a lot of uncapped landfills. It's just the reality of it. Governor Murphy mentioned just sort of the sins of our fathers kind of concept, right? That's the reality of the situation. And we have this playbook now, and we can do it over and over and over again. And with the continued support of the BPU and Governor Murphy's office, we think we can really make a dent in those landfills that remain. So really excited about that huge opportunity, the way I look at it. And so, just in closing, I want to thank everybody who was involved. They've been thanked enough, but maybe not enough, but I want to do it again. So Berkeley Township, huge partnership. We've been working together for years, and it's just been really a delight working with you guys. Pinelands Commission and DEP really helped us navigate some complex and thorny permitting issues that we dealt with throughout the development of this project. Somebody who hasn't been mentioned yet is Luminace. They're our friends and financing partners who actually were able to put up the cash to help get this project constructed. Our friends in the trades, like I mentioned, IBEW's laborers and operating engineers, couldn't have done it without you guys. My team at CS Energy, who's sitting over here, they've been working hard at this for years, and you guys really were the ones that made it happen, so thank you guys very much. BPU, President Sadovi is here. We appreciate you helping us get this project across the finish line, and last but not least, Governor Murphy, appreciate your leadership here. We wouldn't be here without it, so thank you very much.
Just said, first of all, Eric, thank you to you and your colleagues. And Carmen and I were having this sidebar. I did not realize this is the first of its kind in the country. I don't mean a solar installation, but the notion of a landfill capped redevelopment with solar on the top. So we were just saying, this is probably, Christine, you and Sean and I should probably sit down and let's bang this out. If we've done it once successfully, which we clearly have. And sadly, we lead the nation on a lot of things. Unfortunately, one of them is uncapped landfills. So I'm proud of, like, number one, public education, healthcare, quality, all that's great. Not proud of that one. So there's plenty of opportunity right under our nose. Jersey is the quintessential organized labor state, and we wear that as a badge of honor. The Teamsters have been mentioned, operating engineers, laborers, and certainly representing all of them, but most specifically his brothers and sisters from the IBEW Local 400. Please help me welcome my friend, their business manager, Rob Shimko.
Thank you, Governor Murphy. I just want to talk a little bit about the back history of the project, right? For people who are not aware, this project's been going on for 3.5 years, right? And with the help of BPU President Sadovi and the other governmental agencies, it's a fantastic project, right? We've done a lot of work with CS Energy, our contractor, Scholes Electric. They did the project, they did the installation of all the panels and all the wiring here. We appreciate every opportunity that the state of New Jersey has given organized labor. With new technologies, we're able to teach all of our apprentices, men and women that are coming in on any kind of new green energy that's going to be coming into New Jersey, whether it's hydrogen. We'd like to do nuclear again, Governor. If we can make that happen, that'd be fantastic. We got a few sites in New Jersey, Oyster Creek and Salem could definitely use another unit. But we appreciate everything that the governor has done in the state of New Jersey with green energy. We are the leader in the country. We get calls all the time from other IBEW locals throughout the country of how New Jersey does so much solar, and we do it union. So it's a testament to the governor's commitment to the communities of hiring locally within the area that the project's going to be built. My local, we cover Ocean and Monmouth County. Senator Amato, he's done a fantastic job here. Other legislators that have been involved in getting the project started, we appreciate everything that you have done. And I just want to thank the governor, all the governmental agencies, CS Energy, fantastic project, and Scholes Electric and my membership. We appreciate every man hour that we have spent on this project. Thank you.
So well said, Rob. And I noted to Rob that he and I got the same dress code memo that apparently not all of you got for the event today. So thank you for that. Otherwise, I would have felt a little bit of a fish out of water. The environmental interests here are paramount. I mentioned earlier that we are the most densely populated state in America. We're the 11th largest population, 9th largest economy, 4th smallest geographically. You combine the population with the geography, and we live on top of each other. I think it actually contributes to a lot of our tolerance, a lot of our spirit and attitude that is unique to Jersey, but it also gives us big environmental challenges and responsibilities. You can't get the proverbial gentleman's sea on the environment in New Jersey, where you might be able to get that somewhere else. You can't get that here. This is a pass-fail reality. And so many advocates out there in the Sierra Club, from whom we're going to hear, thanks to Anjali, so many advocates out there keep us honest, as they should. And I particularly love the so-called next generation. Sierra Club is no exception to that. The folks, the leaders who are looking beyond the horizon, looking at, frankly, something we should talk about. Christine and Carmen and I have already talked about it during this event. How do we accelerate this as a blueprint and proliferate around the state? So with that, I want to ask to come on up the New Jersey chapter director of the Sierra Club, Anjali Ramos-Busso. Thanks for being here today. Appreciate it.
Good morning, everybody. I clearly didn't get the dress code memo. I am freezing. I'm feeling very inspired. Thank you. Creating plans right here. It's incredible. So, good morning. Happy Earth Week. As the governor mentioned, my name is Anjali Ramos. I serve as the director of the New Jersey chapter of the Sierra Club. I'm excited to be here celebrating with you all New Jersey's incredible clean energy, specifically solar, accomplishments. Now, let me tell you something. I don't think I've ever been this excited to be in a landfill, to be perfectly honest. But yes, previously landfill. But anyways, all jokes aside, this site is an inspiration and a perfect example of how we should be building solar across the state. Thank you, Governor Murphy, for your leadership and for continuing to make renewable energy a reality for our state. New Jersey's future shines brighter this week. For those of you that don't know, the Sierra Club is the oldest and the largest environmental organization in the country. We're 132 years old. Don't I look good? And we represent thousands of New Jerseyans and millions of Americans that want to see and experience a cleaner, healthier, safer, and equitable future. But ultimately, a future with aggressive climate action, like here in New Jersey. Sorry. It's cold. We have engaged across the country in advocating for robust and just solar for all state and local programs. And this Earth Week, I'm proud to celebrate with you all New Jersey's incredible award of over $156 million. Folks, this is an amazing and massive award. The truth of the matter is that New Jersey's leadership and the Board of Public Utilities, President, extensive experience in managing successful solar deployment programs, made it a no-brainer for the Biden administration through his EPA to give us this incredible award through the Inflation Reduction Act. This award will deliver residential solar power to low-income households and disadvantaged communities, saving overburdened households approximately $400 annually per household. This funding will help ensure that the very communities that face the highest levels of pollution and energy cost burdens are not left behind in our transition to clean energy. with the incredible award of $156 million and with more than 300 megawatts of grid-scale solar awarded through the CSI, to which 50% of customers benefiting are guaranteed utility bill reductions for low-income customers, and the just and equitable community solar self-attestation legislation enacted into law. Thank you, Governor, for signing that just a couple of months ago. New Jersey is a true leader in a just and equitable solar and clean energy program. And don't even get me started on offshore wind, because I'll be here talking for hours about all the benefits and how New Jersey is leading the country in this monumental achievement. Anyways, I'm glad to say that one of the things that New Jersey Sierra Club has been advocating for a very long time is that for stringent renewable projects siting. And this is a perfect example of this. We shouldn't be using our open space or cutting our trees and forests. We should be using sites like this, landfills that cannot be utilized for anything else. We should be focusing on brownfield sites. So we're really excited and really eager that New Jersey's programs designed by the BPU include tough regulations or ways to site and find those locations for proper siting. We must be smart and strategic in the way that we build our renewables. Ultimately, all of these achievements bring us closer to a future where we achieve 100% clean electricity. The displacement of fossil fuel power generation in our grid, healthier air to breathe for our communities, and a worthy fight into curbing the impacts of climate change. I stand here with New Jersey's leadership that gets it, that the clean energy transition will transform our economy, bring thousands of union labor jobs, family sustaining, and combat climate change for the sake of our children and our grandchildren. Lastly, I want to thank our partner organizations like NRDC, New Jersey Conservation Foundation, Vote Solar, New Jersey, LCB, for their perseverance and our strong partnership. It really takes a village to get to this point. I'm honored to stand here with the brothers and sisters of IBEW, Mayor, Senator, Assembly, Governor Murphy, President, and celebrate yet another milestone, President Christine Goldsnowy, and celebrate yet another milestone into our path to achieving 100% by 2035. Thank you, everybody.
A couple of quick things. As I said, I love the next generation of leadership among the advocates and among BPU leadership as well. There's right now in our state, there's a looking to the horizon and beyond that is really special. Secondly, you mentioned the other advocacy groups. I won't repeat them by name, but they deserve a shout out as well. I know you're speaking not just on behalf of Sierra Club, but also on behalf of all the advocates. And I, too, am grateful that we're standing on a landfill. We are in New Jersey, after all. There's a fair history of folks who are under the landfill, but we'll leave that for another. We'll leave that. Just want to make sure you're paying attention out there. As they say in Hollywood, it is a wrap. I want to thank Mayor Bacchione for hosting us, John, so graciously. Carmen, to your leadership as mayor and now as senator, to your colleagues in the 9th, Eric, Rob, Anjali. And again, she didn't speak today. She should have, which is my fault. But Christine and her team at the BPU, to all the advocates, all the brothers and sisters in labor, to the members of council in Berkeley Township, to the CS team, to all the advocates. This is a big, big day in Jersey. I wish you all a great weekend. Let's do this again sometime. Take care.